Let's talk about staying
Yeah.
on Kiwi paceman. Trent Bolt. Trent Bolt loves Abu Dhabi, and the thing is, there's a little help, right? Because he's brilliant when he gets the ball to shape, and he's managing to get the ball to shape here in Abu Dhabi, in the UAE, essentially.
Yeah, and that's the key for him. Any little bit of swing up front. I think we had something the other night. 10 times in the last 2 years, he's taken a wicket in the first over.
Wow.
In his first over. Just incredible. So he's putting the sides under pressure straight away. 18 wickets in 39 overs in the UAE compared to India, where he just doesn't quite get the ball to swing as much. But he's been a revelation for Mumbai. Didn't quite get it right at times in the IPL prior to going to Mumbai, but under Shane Bond again, and a familiar sort of foe, I guess, in Shane Bond, and a guy to talk to. He's just been brilliant for Mumbai. They've added obviously Bumrah and Milne. I think they should almost say 3 up front and 1 in the middle, and leave Milne and Bumrah to bowl at the end, because I'm still not sure he is at his best at the death. He's a very, very good bowler and brilliant up front. I'm not sure he's still at his best at the death. He's getting better though.
Yeah, well, they don't really need it. Like you said, it's an abundance of riches that Mumbai has when it comes to fast bowling. But Joy, a very interesting point that Dooley makes about, because Trent Bolt before that has been with Delhi, he's been with Hyderabad as well. You're seeing the best of him here. Could it just be influence of coach? Because when you spent time in Kolkata, you had probably my favorite pace bowler of all time, Wasim Akram there. It makes a difference, right? They can just get a little more diamond out of the coal.
They can. And what also happens is that if your bowling coach really knows what you're about and what you're doing, you get a certain amount of calmness, then you don't get day-to-day decisions. Oh, you bowled badly the last match, you're out. They know that, okay, this is what this guy is capable of. Also, if you have a fast bowling coach like Shane Bond, and Shane Bond, if you remember, I mean, he's one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. His career was cut short because of injury. So Shane Bond knows exactly how much, say, Bolt comes and tells him my body is not quite right now. He'll tell him that, okay, this is the time, okay, relax, you go into it. He understands that very well. And I think that's really, really important. People like Trent Bolt need to be looked after. And, every bowler is different. And I think in Delhi, for example, or Kolkata, where he was, Kolkata, he had a couple of good spells, but in Delhi, he was a part of the team. Here, he's an essential in their attack. And I think Mumbai has done that very well with the players. They haven't had that many players, but who the guys they've got it out. And the other thing is Zahir Khan, again, one of our, as I said, co-commentators in other times, he's also there. So Zahir also understands where when Shane is talking to him the language of what Trent Bolt wants, Zahir understands. These are very, very important things.